Hey friends, Fridays are weird days for me because I work early morning until a little after 10 and then I have nothing to do until 2 p.m. So in both places are not far from each other, but both are far from home. So I don't want to go home for an hour and a half and then have to leave again. So I just hang around the area. I've been looking at Google Maps and starting to find things to look at during that time and take some pictures. The first one is Nanke Hubing Ya Se Jimi Zuti Gongyuan. Now, Jimmy Theme Park sounds kind of creepy, and it turns out it's not. But it's very, very bizarre. Let's take a look. When you get here, first of all, you'll notice that the sidewalk looks like a piano keyboard. I thought this was particularly interesting because I wanted to send some pictures to my Aunt Judy, who is a musician, pianist, and she also plays organ, which is not like kidneys or liver. I mean, organ like pipe organ. Could you imagine that? And now, Judith Babcock is going to perform Etude of Spleen in C major. I hope she sees this. Here you have, I guess this is Jimmy watering the plant with a magic lamp. There's a magic seed under the ground, and the whole story is in a plaque there. And then I guess the distant frames show you how the plant grew up. There are a lot of these little bridges that are not level, and it's a very odd arrangement. I can't really figure out what they were trying to do. I don't know what these boxes on the ground are for. Maybe they light up at night or something. I don't know. Nice flowers. Framed tree bark. Okay. Now this path kind of goes downhill, and there's a 45-degree mirror at the end, which reflects up. You can see me there at the bottom corner of the mirror taking the picture using a GoPro camera. If you had the right kind of tripod, you could get that up next to the crack or something and do some upskirting if the place was crowded. I do not recommend or condone that, okay? Very bizarre. There's a view of that ramp down with the mirror. And this is supposed to be a water passage, but it's the dry season now. Kitty! And there's where the water is supposed to go, I guess. It looks like the guy who invented the Moebius strip got into some LSD by accident. I don't know. The blue is for short people and the green is for tall. And then there's that gray post. Maybe there's some secret message in there, like it's part of a QR code or something. I don't know. Next, I went to a bridge that I often cross on the way home. It's the dividing line between Anding District and Shin Shih District. And I figured there's some kind of river underneath or something. Train tracks? Probably not. So I wanted to go in the daytime to see what's there. And I found out it's a man-made pond or lake with solar panels on it. Photovoltaic, PV panels floating on a lake. Going down the other side, though, then you're getting into Anding district, which is not where most of the science park is, and it's mostly farmland, and they don't maintain the roads as well. And this is what happened.
Shit.
Then I thought I would drive around some country roads, not in West Virginia. Sorry. There was a little bit of an alleyway, kind of diagonally off the road that I've passed many times. And I wanted to explore that and see what's there. Turns out there was just a stupid temple. I went to another bridge that borders Shan Hua and Ma Dou districts. Everything looks normal. It looks like a bridge. There's a river that goes under it. Fine. But the place is famous for pomelos. That bundan is kind of like a grapefruit. But they also have these read-writable blank DVD images on their bridge, and I couldn't figure out why. Until now, really, I don't know. On the other side of the bridge, they had this weird E with some kind of cable that I don't really recognize, and on the left side, the head of the cable has a button that says copy next to it. A friend on Instagram or Facebook said, "What is this? Talking about music piracy or something?" I really don't know. I don't get it, but that's what I did. I heard this dude coming on a motorcycle, and I saw him in my rear view mirror, and I thought, I'm gonna hit the full torque with a Gogoro and catch up to him and pass him. And I did. Then there's this place called Painted Village. And this is kind of a common theme in Taiwan where artists become interested in an old village somewhere and then paint the place up fun. And I went there, but it's not really that great because you can't just park one place and walk around and take pictures. If you want everything, you've got to really drive around and walk around a lot because it's not all in one spot. So I will do that someday, but here's a little bit for you. I was all ready to turn left, at one spot coming home last night. And I like this place because it's not a full 90-degree turn, and I can hit the full torque and get up to speed to lean into this curve as I go. And then I got absolutely burned by a Mercedes, a white Mercedes. Come on, man, yeah! Show the world you can own the road with your four-door sedan. All right, enough of that. Have a good time. Take care, friends, and be safe out there.